If I'm anything, I am goddamn stubborn. So I tried Sonic again, even if I was not having much fun with the franchise so far, and I tried Sonic Forces this time. So let's talk about Sonic Forces and what I really enjoyed about it. Well, I decided to try Sonic Forces because I saw a let's play by the YouTuber Huebi on his second channel Huebschrauber, which I'll link in the description, like the playlist of the let's play. Wait, it seems like a weird trend is starting again.
Oh no!
Anyhow, I also want to get the view of a full-on Sonic fan for this review, so I asked my friend Parnell Animation to join me in this review, and he agreed, so here he is.
Thanks so much for having me, Kuro. And by the way, interdimensional portals are way better than flying. Even if having your atoms scrambled is extremely painful for a few seconds.
Wait, it shouldn't hurt, it's more like a wormhole. I gotta look into that. Maybe it hurts humans more than demons?
Maybe it's the fact that I'm technically just 24 drawings stitched together. Hi everyone! I'm Jack from Parnell Animation. And I, like Kuro said, make cartoons. And my childhood obsession with Sonic the Hedgehog got me into art and writing. So it's safe to say that I love this blue rodent, and I'm excited to talk about one of his most controversial and underrated games.
Sonic Forces is a platforming game that was released worldwide on the 7th of November 2017. Development began after the release of Sonic Lost World in 2013. With the game's title chosen to signify its themes of power and teamwork, it was intended to have a darker tone compared to previous entries in the franchise, and the character creation system was inspired by Sonic fan art the developers had come across over the years, which I think is a lovely piece of fan service.
When Sonic Forces came out, the series was in a weird spot. They released a bunch of beloved games from 2008 to 2012. Well, the fans loved Unleashed and Black Knight at least. Critics, not so much. But I digress. The level design team that made those beloved games was then offered higher paying jobs at Nintendo to work on Mario Kart 8 and Mario Odyssey. Which, that's great for them. But not for the Sonic franchise. The series had also just failed to switch directions into a more comedic route. And that's ignoring Sonic Boom, because technically, it's its own franchise. But 2010 saw new writers come to the series who openly admitted they knew nothing about the characters, lore, or overarching mysteries.
Oh no!
And it really showed, especially in Sonic Lost World. That game has some of the worst writing I've ever seen in any video game. Just awful. But needless to say, Sonic Forces looks like a return to form and a direct response to fan outcry in gameplay, story, and aesthetics. And I agree that the custom character was such a brilliant idea.
The plot basically is that Eggman attacks a city and kills Sonic. Well, that's surprising. A few months later, he has fully taken over the world with the help of a new villain called Infinite, who has the coolest design in the whole franchise in my opinion, by the way. You hop into the role of the Rookie and help Sonic's friends fight against Eggman and Infinite. You design the Rookie yourself with quite the customization options, as previously mentioned, which is amazing. Feels like they precisely knew what they were doing, especially since you unlock clothing after beating levels, even if it seemed weird at first, but it's definitely better than having to buy them.
I really love the premise of the story of Sonic Forces. It brings me back to the Sonic Archie comics, which ironically were cancelled the same year that Sonic Forces came out. I think the execution of this story, though, is hit or miss depending on the scene. There's some infamous out-of-character moments for the main cast here. I know everyone rants about this, but why is Tails afraid of Chaos Zero? He beat Chaos 4 when he was like 8. Chaos Zero is a pushover in comparison. Heck, he's a pushover in general. Classic Sonic takes him out with one hit. Now, these massive issues aside, one thing people never seem to stop and appreciate about Sonic Forces' story is the story of the Rookie and Infinite. Both these characters' inciting incident is being beaten by someone stronger than them and experiencing fear that they don't know how to handle. However, the rookie uses this experience to motivate himself to train with Sonic and his friends to prevent others from the same fate, while Infinite looks for a quick fix with the Phantom Ruby and uses it for revenge. It's a neat parallel that adds some weight to their interactions. It also makes the final rookie level extremely satisfying from a narrative standpoint, even if it is silly, but it's a lovable silly.
The customization side of the game aside, the game is absolutely amazing. You play as the rookie, Sonic, and Sonic. Which sounds confusing, but Jack will elaborate in a bit. They play similar, yet the rookie has a few different weapons, with my favorite being the Electro Whip. The Sonics feel exactly the same to me, just that one has a homing attack and the other doesn't, same as with the boost. But they all feel a bit sluggish when you go into movement, but then really get going after a few seconds, and I really love that. It literally feels like you're building up speed just to go fast, and it's amazing.
I like that the 3 playable characters are callbacks to the evolution of Sonic gameplay. The rookie plays like the Dreamcast era games, Sonic plays like the current games, and Classic Sonic sort of plays like the Genesis games. I know a lot of people don't like Classic Sonic in this game because the era of games he's based on were physics platformers, while here he plays more like a regular 2D platformer character, but honestly, it's still fun enough. I often boot up this game and I continue to speedrun the levels for every character.
The transition between 2D and 3D is seamless and is very smooth. The music is amazing. And if you see my gameplay as a Sonic noob, I think I look like a pro with how accessible it is. I at least feel like one, and it is glorious. I am absolutely in love. The challenge levels are hard, but that doesn't mean I wanted to give up or was discouraged. I think it is amazing, and even if it's a short game, it's worth every single cent. I was smiling and laughing the whole time when I was playing, and I never had so much brainless fun with a game, and I can't say anything but that I adore it.
Sonic Forces is my go-to relaxing game. It is a satisfying power trip after a long day at work, and the level designers did a good job emulating the design philosophies of Sonic Colors. And while this game never reaches the same heights as Sonic Generations or Unleashed, I think it's still fun, and people don't give it anywhere near as much credit as it deserves. Heck, it kickstarted this entire renaissance the series is going through. It was a prequel to the incredibly well-written and canon IDW comics, which led to lifelong Sonic fan and critically acclaimed writer Ian Flynn taking over the whole series. Most fans will never admit it, but Sonic Forces helped get the Sonic series back on track, and that's one of the biggest reasons why I love it.
Huge thanks to Parnell Animation for adding his opinion to this, as he was actually there when it came out and played it back then. So go show him some love at his channel. He is an international award-nominated animator, and his cartoons are very good and comedic, so please check him out. Link is down in the description to his channel.
It goes great on fries! Thanks so much for having me on! I had a ton of fun working on this with you. Well, I guess it's time to jump back into the Atom Scrambling portal again. Sure beats going through customs at the airport, am I right?
It should not hurt you anymore. Not like it should have in the first place. It shouldn't hurt at all is what I'm saying. Though customs truly are a pain in the ass.
Yeah, like I get they're protecting us, and mad respect for it, but they don't have to be so rude. Also, don't worry about the pain, I'm a cartoon character. We bounce back fast.
I know cartoon characters bounce back fast, yet I don't want you to be in pain. Customs are still a pain to deal with though, and this portal does make spontaneous visits way easier, but hope you have a good day. If you made it to the end of the video here, leave a like, can't have been that awful, right? Subscribe if you decide to watch more of my stuff. Now check out my last Sonic review to see how my previous step into the franchise was, or my latest video here. Yet that's all the time I have for now, and with that, ciao neto, ciao, kuro.